Well, state assembly.
Ah,
Let's
yes.
let's pull back the curtain on the state assembly. So, you are looking to make the next step in your political career, going up and serving on a statewide level. How's that going for you?
Well, we're,
What
we're
started this?
we're finishing out our second term as a city council member in Lake Elsinore, and we'll be coming up on 8 years when the next election happens. A unique thing happened. I was preparing to go ahead and maybe run for a third term. Senator Jeff Stone resigned. He took up a position and a post with the Trump administration, and this left a vacancy. So originally, I was approached. People start calling, elected officials that are viable candidates. And originally, I was approached about running for the Senate district. So we're all talking amongst each other. We don't know what everybody else is going to do. And then our current assemblywoman, Melissa Melendez, who's done a phenomenal job for our region, announces that she's going to pursue that seat, which is a surprise to a lot of people, including myself. So I immediately put the brakes on the Senate district run. And then you come to the realization that the assembly seat's now going to be something that needs a void that needs to be filled now too. And so we redirected our efforts to going ahead and running for assembly. Excuse me. Sorry.
No problem.
So, anyways, so we decided to go ahead and redirect our efforts to run for assembly, and we announced, mid-November. We've been running the campaign for a couple of weeks. And the idea is we're going to go ahead and interject some common sense and decency up in the state of California. I definitely want to focus on public safety like we have here at home and make that one of the state's number one priorities again. We definitely got to go ahead and hold the line on taxes. And I'd like to go ahead and reverse the course on taxes even because I think a lot of people don't realize how many bond measures, how many tax measures have been increased over the last couple of years in the name of going ahead and helping the state budget recover. And now what we're doing is we're spending a lot of money in a lot of different areas that probably aren't good and probably are going to end up leading to a deficit budget again. And you still have these huge problems with pensions, the water infrastructure. It's rained the last couple of years, so nobody's talking about the water, but the water infrastructure is important too. And we've got we got a track record right now with the state of decriminalizing things that make it harder for local cities to do what we need to do in order to go ahead and keep our residents safe. So I want to do that. I'm conservative, and one of the things that we don't have in the state is balance. And even if you talk to moderate Democrats in Sacramento, they're finding themselves marginalized by a very extreme progressive edge, where they're passing laws that have nothing to do with helping California, but have everything to do to go ahead and building certain bona fides so they can run for higher office and whatnot. It's kind of imbalanced. So even moderate Democrats are finding themselves saying, "Hey, this doesn't make a lot of common sense," and the party's saying, "You don't follow our lead, we're going to throw people at you during the primary." And so even moderate Democrats are going, "Gosh, I'm kind of stuck. I need to go ahead and go along with this, even though I might not believe in exactly what's being said." That is due to the imbalance. So even if you're a Democrat, you're probably thinking maybe it's okay for us to go ahead and have a conservative, represent our area because we could use more balance in the region. I would also say that California tends to go ahead and focus all of its attention on the north. There's huge imbalance between what happens and what we get here in terms of resources here in the Southern California states, southern part of the state, and what the north gets. Specifically that central north area of Sacramento, San Francisco, San Jose, whatnot. And so that needs to be equalized. You can do that through the assembly. You can help go ahead and make that happen by going ahead and doing the same things that we've done here locally. You educate people, get them engaged. You go ahead and start talking to other people. Maybe you work outside of your district and you help recruit and go ahead and register, educate people, reach out, fundraise, help, maybe find people who are good leaders who can go ahead and kind of bring that sense of common sense also, and build those coalitions. Those are the things that we're missing right now. This is part of the reason why the Republican Party has diminished so greatly in our area, is a lack of organization, a lack of leadership. And that's something that I think we go ahead and bring and interject and hopefully go ahead and lead a Republican revolution reminiscent of Ronald Reagan. We'll see.
That'll be awesome because